up, y'all? It's your girl, Brittany.
And it's your girl, Bree.
And this is your favorite podcast.
All right, y'all. Today, we ain't go live today, y'all. But we have a special topic. I know y'all love the lives. We do too. But today we have a special topic. We're still going to be focusing on relationships for right now. We're not going to wear it out. We just going to hit it and quit it and go on so we can go on to the next couple of topics that we have. But our special topic for tonight, as you can tell from the title of this, is when Big G says go in relationships.
Ooh.
Yeah. When Big G says
G-O. Green light.
Let me tell you, and this can be something that people avoid talking about because, you know, no matter what type of experience that you had previously in your relationship, you know, your mind constantly wanders and like, okay, well, what should I say this or should I not? Right. But it's the truth, and you know, we bring raw and realness to y'all, so we're not hiding or doing anything like that. We want to give y'all the God honest truth.
Yeah.
So, sis, what about you and your go season? Did you hear go? Like, was it a emotion behind it or what?
I think I knew I was supposed to go before I left. So I feel I knew that I had gotten instruction to leave, but I was the one holding on to staying and not going. So
how was that?
I was being disobedient at that point. Ooh. Right. Not being disobedient, y'all. Because I knew that there were signs, right? And we know
that we ignore them.
We ignore signs. We can be like, and we can also see potential, right? And so you see the potential, you extend the grace, because you want grace extended to you. But in doing that, now there shouldn't keep being the same issues coming up time after time after time after time again.
That's so irritating to me.
It is. And then even with you know, getting the signs, then I was becoming frustrated with myself. Cause I'm the one
like, why are you still staying?
I'm still staying, and I'm self-sabotaging my happiness, my peace. Right, and I'm staying somewhere that I know it's time. I've been told I was told to go a long time ago, but me, you know, well, you know, they said
it's always
this.
The whales. Well,
you know, I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. No, when you get the instructions to leave, you need to go.
First of all, let's go back to when you don't get the instructions to go in.
When you don't, ain't consulting.
Ain't consulting with the main one.
Ain't bit more prayed before you got into Nathaniel. You just jumped
like
into it. You jumped into it, and we all and you have to be honest with yourself. Not all the time, and everybody walk isn't the same. Everybody's journey is not the same. So you sometimes just go into things just off humble, doing something, acting off, you know, your emotions,
right?
And
or the feeling of just, you know what I'm saying, like you don't want to be by yourself, so you just got to have somebody there.
Yeah.
So it's like you just jumping the gun, and you not really taking the time to see if this is really where you need to be.
Yeah.
Because I can tell you, it's so crazy that you said that you know, you knew before it was time. So I had the same experience. First of all, it wasn't meant for me to go in that thing. And so when I was in it, it was like I had a boost. Like Big G was like, prepare yourself. And I'm like, okay, so let me go ahead and start working out more. Let me go ahead and start, you know, building myself back up, because at that point I was depleted. And I pretty much felt like I lost myself. So I had to like make myself do things that I used to do and that I lost interest in doing. So I had to like find all of that back up again. Yeah. So then when I heard the words go, it was clear as day. Yeah. And you know that.
Oh, yeah.
Personally.
Oh, yeah, I do. I knew.
Because to be honest with y'all, my sis was with me through it all. And when I got the word to let go, I was here at her house. To be honest with you. So that's why it's good to see if you're meant to go in something first before you get in it and you feel trapped, and then you be trying to find a way out and it's too late. You know what? It ain't too late. It's you feel like it's too late.
You feel like it's too late.
Yeah.
And I think too, like, and it could also be where you feel that you are ready to enter into something. You can have a relationship with God. For me, I had a relationship with God.
Me too.
But will I say that I more so consulted with God before getting into? No, I did not. I more so had the list written, as we talked about on the last episode. So I wrote down the list of things that I desired and wanted. And so some of those things were met and some of those things were not met. So, you know, I was talking to Big G, but at the same time, will I say I was seeking God at that time strongly? I would say no, I was not. Right? I was not seeking God as like how I am now after going through therapy and just having a closer relationship with God. I feel like now I'm in a better place of where I'm truly seeking God and God's will for my life. And those thoughts of things that I thought that I wanted, that was not what God had planned for me.
Yeah.
Because like we said, his plan is going to be whatever plan that's going to prevail, not what I want. Right. It's going to be what he wants. That's why we said get rid of the list. You can still have the desires of your heart. Yeah. You can still tell God those things, those non-negotiable things that you want in a spouse and or a mate or a companion or whatever it is that you're wanting. But
because I was so blinded. Let me tell you. So even with this list that sis talk about, like I so-called had a vision book. Now I have always been raised up in the church house. Yeah, you know, I fast every year. You know, and so there was nothing new. Like even as a child, like BG was it. You know, top priority, whatever. Oh, yeah. So when I had the vision book that I talked about on the last episode. You be so blinded because you be wanting things so bad. You be so blinded till you just overlook the stuff that you know that you had written down in your book, but everything else you be so caught up in the moment, so that it just went over your head, and then you go back and you be like, nah, you done skipped over all of this stuff that you so-called said that you wanted, but you so quick and ready to get in something till you. You know what I'm saying? You about to mess up things up.
You about to mess yourself up.
Yep. And another thing that I did, what I felt was at the time when I felt, I knew that it was a shift happening because I started feeling like I was further away from Big G than what I normally, my placement where I normally would be. Like even when I was fasting, it felt different. It just didn't feel like I was in unison with him. I was doing things that I normally would do. Like I felt myself longing for things that I look too much or more than what I need to. Yeah. And I felt so guilty. I was hurt. I felt like I was disappointing Big G. And I felt like I didn't know if he was going to really forgive me in a sense. Because it was like, dang, I'm low-key putting him on the back burner when I need to be continuing to make him the head. To the point to the things that I was going through, it was like if I was asked to pray for my partner, my significant other at the time, whatever, I really didn't have no energy because that connection that I normally felt, it felt like it had low-key started drifting away. because of what was going on in it, and I didn't like that. And I prayed and I said, well, Lord, can you help me get up out of this? Can you, I promise you, if I know we always be saying, Lord, I promise you, if you get me out of this, I promise you, but seriously, I said, if you get me out of this, I promise you that I would never go astray from you. I would never not recognize you. And I think that's why I talk about him so much on this platform. And I know that we well-rounded on here, but I just feel like if we don't talk about it, how we gonna get blessed if we don't talk about him?
Yeah. But what, like we was saying, sis, like God is what people will see the God in you. So whether you talk about him or not, we are striving to be more like him, like God every day. We may not get it right. We are not perfect. We are flawed. Right. And we are going to make mistakes throughout the journey of life. But at the end of the day, you just strive and you have God grants us new mercies every day. Yeah. So every day that you get up, God is giving you another chance. Don't beat yourself up about something or a decision that you have made or things that you have done in your past.
Because we could definitely be hard on ourselves.
We can be too hard on ourselves that we forget that God, we can always, if we can't talk to nobody else, we can always go to him and talk to him. He is that one friend that you can talk to when you ain't got nobody else to talk to. And at any time of the day, I don't care where you at, you can talk to him 50 times a day, 100 times a day. You can always go to him.
And he don't get tired.
Yeah, he don't get tired. So, I mean, and I know I have been there too, but I feel like from in my past, the past, thing that I was in, I would say that I feel like at that time, I may not have been truly seeking God while I was in it, but I will say that I grew closer to God. I grew closer to God. I mean, I really, dive in. I grew up in the church, those sorts of things. But I would say my relationship with God grew so much more than what it had been. And so I was truly grateful for that. Did I lack in some areas? Yes, I did lack in some areas, but I feel like I was diving a little bit more deeper. I fasted for the first time. I had been in the church all my life from a little girl. Joined the church when I was the age of 7 or 8 years old.
That's so crazy.
And I had never, and there's no disrespect to any of, the leadership that I have been up under. But I would say that I have never truly went on a fast. And I did that. And in doing that, God was able to open my eyes to so many things that I was blinded on. And also reveal things about myself that I didn't know that I was dealing with. Right. And so that's when I did start therapy. Right. It took for me to go on a fast. Right. It took for me to go on that particular fast where I gave up certain foods that I was eating. And those foods that I was giving up, I wasn't eating any pork. I wasn't eating any beef. I was only doing, and it's like the Daniel fast. So I was only doing fruits and vegetables and those sorts of things, and juices and those like apple juice, like 100% juice. So that's the fast that I was doing. Man, I was staying away from those things that can truly alter, I feel, like your mood swings and all that. So in doing that, I was just able to gain so much clarity. And if you haven't done a fast, God talks about fasting.
And there's different types of fasts that you can do.
You can do dry fast.
Yeah, you
water
can do
fast,
social media, like all of those things like that. You can do that and still hear from Big G if that's what you desire to do. So I've done the Daniel fast. That's what my home church does. I do it with them every year. And then And it's crazy. After I said, I heard Big G say, go. Yeah, I started doing fast all the time. Through not just once a year, not at the beginning of the year. I was doing them periodically. Mm-hmm. And that helps with decision making. If you got a job that you're trying to seek with getting or whatever, y'all, when I tell you, an eye opener, it's so clear. Like you can hear better. Like it's like see better. All of that. So it's just different when you are longing for that relationship with him, when you know that you got something going on. It's like the desire. I want to do
he changed your appetite.
Your whole appetite be changed.
Your whole appetite changed. It's like he lift them blinders up off your eyes and you be like, dang. Was this really what? Like you have to pinch yourself and be like, Brittany, like what is wrong with you? Mm-hmm. Are you not seeing? And y'all, like when you are when you don't take that time to truly seek God and fast and just really kind of dive deep into your relationship with God, that you will find yourself making and being in certain situations. You will find yourself making certain decisions that when you do get that clarity, you ask yourself, what was I thinking?
I'm telling you, seriously.
what was I truly thinking?
And like I told you before, and y'all, I told y'all this too about me being numb and stuff in certain situations. I didn't have no feeling. So when I went on my fast stuff after I let go, I had to pray to get my feeling back because I didn't want to jeopardize anybody or anything moving forward. Not just relationally, but like any type of relationship, not just with a partner, but anything. I needed to get my feelings back. And y'all, when I tell y'all, I be feeling. He literally gave it back to me, and I wouldn't change it for nothing. Like I knew I had to go. We had to go through what we went through to get to where we are now, and we are still work in progress. But I see why.
It's like
I see why
you go through those situations, you go through those life lessons because it's something that you need to learn and grow from. And when you do those things, right? And because I will say sometimes it's so easy to blame other people for what they have done. But people only do what we allow them to do to us. And if you have not done, if you're not thinking clearly, if you are not self-aware, if you are not, I think like self-aware, self-control, like if you just don't have that self-awareness about what it is that you're doing, you're gonna find yourself where you are making crazy decision that you just don't that you don't know why. You don't know why you're doing it.
And sometimes we try, and also with that we try to hold on. Like if we hearing go get out now, it's like we be trying to hold on because of the fear of the unknown. Because it's like I don't know what's gonna happen after this. I don't know what it's gonna be like. Get back on in these dating streets. I don't know what it's gonna be like. Being by myself, and sometimes we need to be by ourselves to figure out things.
You have to be by yourself
because when I tell you, when I got by myself, the discovery,
the discovery zone,
the discovery channel,
zone and channel.
I'm serious, you be so scared. Worry about what people gonna say. Worry about who, what I'm saying. Well, I done got close to this person. If the relationship was actually sincere, you'll still have a connection with them, and it's no love lost at all. But when you're gonna have to detach yourself from that, because sometimes that thing may not detach from you. You gonna have to do the detachment.
You have to do the detachment,
because if not, that little dead weight is gonna be lingering on you.
It's gonna be like a leech. like a leech. It's gonna be lingering. And so you are absolutely right. And like you said, that does not have to mean that it has to end bad. Mm-hmm. It just has to be that I have come to a point that it is time for us to truly part ways. Because I need to go to do the work that I need to do for me, because I have lost myself in this process, and it's unhealthy. Sometimes you have to recognize when things are just not healthy. Y'all, when it starts to affect your mental, when it starts to affect your peace, when it starts to affect those things, it is time to part ways. It's definitely time. It is time, and you have to be willing to walk away. You have to be willing to deal with the unfamiliar, and you got to be willing at that point to say, it's time for me to deal with myself. It's time for me to dive deeper.
Do your self-healing that you need.
You have to
not even get ready for the next relationship, but to just get yourself together. Because you just have gotten out of something. So you need time to figure things out. Reevaluate, process. Okay, think about things. You know how can I be a better person? How can you know what I'm saying? Is anything wrong with me? And of course, BG will start revealing stuff to you. But you have to take. You got to take your time. You got to take that time as well.
However long that time takes, and we stated going through a healing process, getting to know who you are, dealing with those traumas, those triggers, dealing with those things psychologically that may be going on with you. That stuff, it takes time. That is a journey. And it may be an ongoing journey because you're learning about yourself daily, right? And so it's important for us to do that work before even trying to enter into something new. Have you done the work have you dealt with yourself? Have you sat down with yourself? And have you taken the time to say, would I want to deal with me? If I was in a relationship with me, have any of you guys ever asked yourself that? Right. If you had to deal with you, would you want to deal with you, or have you sat long enough with yourself to ask yourself that?
Because we be so quick. We haven't even.
We ready to hop.
We have
bunny hop. We ready to hop like you going in a car to drive somewhere. Right. Like you getting in and out that car.
Right.
But you at the end of the day, you can't just keep hopping in a car and expecting that thing to go. You got to get that car serviced. You got to service the gas. You have to get maintenance done on your car.
After a while, you're gonna be on E.
After a while, you're gonna be on E. And after a while, that engine can get locked up if you have not gotten the maintenance done on that car.
Yeah.
So what do you think if we are not doing the work on ourselves, if we are not taking the time out with us to dive deep into those things that are causing us the trauma, the lack of decision making, the keeping us held in bondage.
Right.
If we don't get into into the word, getting to know who Big G is, if we don't get into seeing a counselor, if we don't go to if you have spiritual leaders, you have to have somebody that you are able to talk to, that you can trust, that is able to help steer you in that direction. And go get you a therapist.
And listen, you know what's gonna happen? You're gonna be trauma dumping.
Everybody. You are trauma dumping.
The next person.
Because you just you taking whatever. Like bad lady, like we said on self-love, if you got all these bags, it's like you going to the airport. You got all these bags. You think the folks let you carry all that on the carry-on?
You got to pay for some.
You got to pay for some. You got to pay for some. And some of that stuff that's in there, it got to go through TSA.
Right. Look, it got to go in the trash. You got to take some stuff out.
I'm finna get ready to run.
You got to take some stuff
out. You trying to take stuff through TSA that ain't even qualified. It ain't even the right ounce.
Oh,
it ain't even It ain't even meant to go. So what they gotta do? They gotta toss that stuff in the trash can.
And what happened with that bag? It get wet. When you take out stuff and then they need to be in there, your weight get lighter. Woo! So what's gonna happen to you? What's gonna happen to your mindset and your peace and and everything gonna be restored?
I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. Come on.
And let me say one thing. We're gonna get up out of here.
Yeah, we're gonna get up out of here.
We're gonna get up out because we'll keep going and rumbling and bumping. But y'all, and when it's time for you to leave, leave peacefully.
Please.
Don't do all this commotion. Sometimes like you don't have to go and make no Facebook post saying that we not together no more. We broke up or we divorced. Just leave peacefully. Don't nobody have to be in your business. Don't nobody need to know your business because who cares? I mean, yes, you'll tell like your close. The people who that's meant to know will know. But you don't have to make no PSA stating what happened. Because eventually it's gonna be known. They're gonna see by the piece that's all over you. There's something different about her. Something different about him. So leave peace. Close your mouth. Be quiet. Leave peacefully. Go on about your business and do your healing. So then when you pop back out, it's gonna be a different version that they ain't never seen before.
And you don't even know they're gonna know how to deal with that version. So they used to the old version.
They used to the old version.
Well, hello, good morning.
How are you?
It's a new day.
It's a new day.
New day and a new me.
New me. Seriously.
Seriously. And move, y'all, and move in silence. You don't have and listen. I know sometimes we all look for closure. We want closure. Y'all, all the closure you need is your peace and for you to walk on and go on about your business. That's all you need. People do not have to grant you closure. I can attest, I have been one of those ones to say, I need the closure. I need to know this. I need to know that. But when I have done the work and I continue to do the work, I learned that people don't owe you that. They don't. Folks don't owe you nothing. They don't. And cause get with it. If they care to give you closure, they will give it to you. They will give it to you. But if a person walks away from you or you doing the walking away, however that looks. If you feel that you need to give closure, give it. If you feel that you do not, if you feel that you don't,
and you okay,
you okay. Go on, move in silence, go on about your business, and it don't have to end bad. It don't.
And your closure can be what has been restored.
Listen. Just your walking away.
Yeah.
That's enough.
Yeah.
That is enough. And
it may hurt.
And it may, listen, y'all, it may hurt. You may not understand why.
Right.
You may question, you may fault yourself. Right. And let me tell you, you have to forgive yourself. Yeah. When you are in a process like that and you got so many questions and asking yourself, was it me? What did I do? What could I have done differently? It was nothing else that you could have done. You had did everything that you can do, and y'all, it was just time. Your time was up. Because you cannot force things to be in place. Right. That's not supposed to be in place.
It's true when they say sometimes people are in your life for a season. Some people in your life for a reason, and that's the God honest truth. Like you may not understand it when you're going through it, but when you get done with it, you gonna look back and say, okay, I got it.
Listen,
I got it.
I got it now. I got it.
Like the light bulb.
Like the
really,
light bulb.
It comes on.
Yes, it does.
Afterwards, you be like, dang, BG.
This is why. This why all this turmoil was going on. This is why. But baby, sometimes in people walking away from you, y'all, that is for your protection.
Yeah.
That is not God trying to say, you're not worthy, you ain't enough.
It's definitely for protection.
It is God protecting you from something that you have no idea about. You don't question those things.
Right.
In the process, yes, you're gonna question.
Right.
You're a human.
Because it's gonna feel weird. It's gonna feel uncomfortable and all of that.
It's gonna feel weird. It's gonna feel uncomfortable. But it is for your protection. And baby, what about the shout that you give God for the things that you thought you wanted? And baby,
because I be laying out crying on the floor now.
Listen, baby, Lord, thank you for the things that you did not give me that I thought that I wanted. I didn't know what I wanted, but thank you for showing me what I did not need and what didn't need me. What didn't need me? Because guess what? I still had to go do the work on myself. I had to do that for me. But I thank you for what you did not give me that I thought I wanted. I was shot, I was ruined.
Listen, but my eyes get water because
I'm so serious. So y'all listen. When Big G tell you to walk away, or you getting that unction and God's giving you that he give you the green light that it is time to go. Yeah. Listen. I know you're going to ask yourself, I know you're going to say, oh God, I don't know what I'm going to do. This is an unfamiliar place. I've never been here before. This is uncomfortable. What if we talk on the phone every day? What if we text every day? What if I'm used to seeing this person all the time?
And you know what? It don't matter what other people say, because because that's when you saying that, someone like, we talk on the phone and you know, this person close to this person and all that. That's gonna be hard to do, to walk away because of the connections that you have, but you don't owe these folks no explanation.
And just like
and especially if they're not with you going through it.
That's right.
They can't tell you what not to feel. They can't tell you what not to do.
They cannot.
If Big G told you to do something, do
it. If Big G told them to do it, they gotta be obedient and do it. It is not for us to question, because we cannot say what God did not tell them to do. Right? And it could have been that Big G done told us to let go, but that person come around and tell you it's time that I got to let it go. And we'll still be questioning and asking God, well, what happened and why?
Right.
But it was already a conversation that Big G had already told you about. And like I said, with that, we have to leave when God tell you to go.
Yeah.
Trust the process. You also have to forgive. Y'all, forgiving people that have hurt you, forgiving whoever they are, whether it's family, whether it's friends, whether it's whoever it is. First of all, you have to forgive yourself. Right? And it's hard sometimes to forgive yourself, because you said, oh, how did I get here? What was I thinking? I don't, that wasn't me. I don't know what. Listen, forgive yourself. Extend grace to yourself first and foremost. Y'all. And God forgives you, right? Forgive yourself, and then you got to put your big girl underwear on, or you put your big boy underwear on. And at that point, you got to forgive the other people.
Right.
Whoever those people were that hurt you, forgive them, because forgiveness is not for them. It's for you, because you're gonna free yourself when you forgive. When you forgive, you forgiving yourself, baby. And it's all about the freeness that you have in your heart. All that stuff is lifted up off of you. Forgive them and go on about your business.
The dead weight that you don't even need. It's not even necessary.
You don't.
Forgive yourself. I had to forgive myself.
I
felt like I was doing something wrong.
Yeah.
And then that's when I started thinking about the people pleasing.
Yeah.
That's where all of that came in. And I just had to say,
what they gonna say?
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
And if I got the confirmation from Big G, can't nobody else tell me. Ain't nobody tell me
nothing.
You know, none of that.
Right. No,
so I'm just saying, like,
I'm
just saying, like, it's a whole different mindset.
It's a different perspective
that you have and that you be in during those moments. And I know y'all see me, I keep looking out, but I'm trying to keep myself together, because sis, I know, coming from that place that I promised that I wasn't coming from. Going back to, I'm not doing it.
Listen.
But I just get overjoyed knowing where both of us came from.
Where we came from.
And it just makes me happy, and I be so thrilled to see us jump over that hurdle and where we are right now, and how Big G is moving, and y'all, he moving.
He moving. He moving behind the scenes. He's moving, and he has like truly grown us so much.
And no, everything is not perfect.
Everything, no,
but it's better,
and it's not right. It's better. Like we're in a better headspace.
Yes. Heart in a different place.
Like all that hurt and guilt. You deal with guilt. You deal with shame. You worry about what people say. You have to be free from that. Because you, like I said, you will stay stuck in a place where you're so worried about what other people are gonna say. Yeah. You stay stuck and worrying about, and you'll be paranoid thinking people saying stuff about you, and them folks ain't even think about you. That baby, you are not even a part of the conversation.
That's because you have down talked and played
so many scenarios in your head.
Over and over.
Yeah.
Because we be so quick to create these different stories and plays and all of these interactions with people in our head till we will talk ourselves out of doing the things that are necessary for us to grow. Necessary for us to move forward. Necessary for us to get through so we can get to the next level.
That's right. And those start with necessary endings.
Yeah, I heard what she said.
It started with necessary endings, y'all.
Come on, let's get up off here, see.
So, do the necessary endings that you need to do.
Yeah.
Walk away, move in silence. Wish them nothing but the best. God's blessing upon them. May God watch between me and thee while we are absent one from another. And go on.
And go on.
That's it.
That's it.
So y'all.
Thank y'all so much.
We thank y'all so much
for tuning in.
Thank you for tuning in, y'all. We appreciate you guys coming on each and every Monday.
All the love and support.
We are praying for you guys as we continue to ask for your thoughts and your prayers for us, y'all. Because life is a journey. And you never know the message that someone else needs to get to be freed. And we pray that, the messages that we send out, that these are uplifting and that they are a blessing to those who they need to be a blessing to. All right? So, when Big G say go,
get out of there.
Get up out of there. Get out of there. Right? And go get that peace that you need, that clarity you need, that healing that you need, that therapist that you need, the Jesus that you need.
All of
it. Get it. So, if you are new to our channel, we are a channel of encouraging,
healing.
We deal with healing because we are on our healing journey. But we want you guys to just be the best version of yourself. We want y'all to move in resilience, have resilient attitude towards your healing journey, and just becoming the better, and do that work on being just the best version of yourself that you can. And grant yourself that grace and give yourself the best you that's owed to you. You deserve that.
I like that.
Yeah, you deserve that.
I like that.
So, we like to end our podcast with daily affirmations. And affirmations are those positive things that you say to yourself, that you manifest to become daily. That's why they call daily affirmations. Daily affirmations. All right. And so we say these daily affirmations after every episode. So please repeat after me. All right. I am worthy.
I am worthy.
I am fearfully and wonderfully made.
I am fearfully and wonderfully made.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I will be the light.
I will be the light.
I will be forgiving.
I will be forgiving.
I will have peace.
I will have peace.
And I will always be my true and authentic self.
And I will always be my true and authentic self. All right, y'all. We thank y'all for tuning in once again. Make sure that y'all like, comment, and subscribe. We almost at 70.
Yes.
So make sure y'all share this with somebody that
thumbs up the video.
Oh, hit that thumbs up.
Hit the thumbs up, you guys. Hit that thumbs up, please.
Hit it so that y'all can just be in with us. Make sure that you stay locked in.
Yes.
And make sure that you check our community page because we're gonna be posting things on there.
Yes, we got some.
But
some good things, some exciting things coming up.
We got something that's coming up, and we want y'all to join us on
the journey.
That journey. Yes, so we are excited about that.
So excited.
BG working. Anyways, we finna get on up here. Yes. But we will see you all next week on Listen Sis, your favorite podcast. Bye.